everyone, I'm Bree. I'm a local black business owner here right in Houston, Texas. Sometimes we don't even realize the black businesses that we have right in our back doors. So come along on our journey as we go explore black businesses with Bree. Guys, we know each other from way back.
High school.
I know, knee-high.
I used to be real skinny.
Girl, no, you looking good, girl. Shoot, that means you eating good, life is good, and everything is good. So, yes, thank you for having us. So, let's walk and talk. All right. So, before we get started, let's tell the people about you, who you are, your name. I mean, I don't know, big boss here.
Well, hi. Hi, guys. I'm Dr. Simone Ellis. I'm the owner of Smile Design Studios here in Missouri City, Texas. And let me give you a little tour of our office. I'm really proud of it. So this has been a journey for over 13 years. Wow. So we had this older space about 5 minutes down the street for ops, and we were able to build it to 6. So let me kind of give you a tour of the room.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. So in each operatory, we try to make this more custom towards the patient. So my goal is that when you come into the dental office, it's not super stressful, it's fun, it's relaxing, because
people be stressed.
People hate the dentist.
I love the dentist. I love the dentist,
but your teeth are also very nice, right? So people hate that.
Yes.
So we do put the patient's information on the screen here so that they have an idea of what they're looking at, because
I like that.
Yeah, a lot of times when you're looking in the mouth, it's like, oh, I don't necessarily see that I have a crack, and then when you see on the big screen, you're like, oh, it actually is
that's
there.
What's going on.
Right.
Exactly.
And then of course we have the TVs that come down off the screen so that people can actually get an opportunity to have that experience with their Sonia. Yes, so
I like it.
Shout out to Vortex, who actually did a great job, and is actually my husband.
Oh, no.
Hey, so he did a really good job with IT.
Come on, teamwork. Come on.
So each room is about 6. We have 6 chairs, and that's pretty much the big spiel of the dental office. So we do a lot of cosmetic stuff, a lot of veneers, a lot of Invisalign, and that's been a very big dream of mine when I got out of dental school. I was like, how do I become a cosmetic dentist? And so I decided to be here. Yeah.
So tell us, like, what made you get into dentistry? Like, did you want to do this as a child?
I did, actually. When I was 7, my dad took me to the dentist with him. He was getting a tooth pulled.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. And the guy was like, hey, you want to see me pull his tooth? And I was like, yes, I absolutely do. And fell in love with it.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, my mom was our principal in high school, so she was into education.
Exactly.
So I just was like, hey, Mom, I want to be a dentist. And she was like, all right. So every science class I was in. And so I knew really early on.
Love it. I love it. You said that you specialize in cosmetic dentistry. Is that
that's our goal.
That's your goal. Okay.
We do a lot of that, and our goal is just to really try to make sure people have an understanding of that smiles are really, really important. You know, like when people are talking, when you're going for a new job interview, like it's important for you.
People are looking in your mouth.
Absolutely.
I'm a mouth looker.
Yeah.
So even when I'm talking to people, like people probably think I'm like looking in their eyes.
Like,
but I'm so weird. I'm like looking at people's teeth, and I don't know why I do that. But now that you say that, I guess a lot of people do that.
Totally.
Yeah, and it just seems like I think that to me, I feel like that the mouth gets neglected, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that it's a very vulnerable place for people, right? So I use this. I don't know how PG this is supposed to be.
You're good. Say what you want to say.
I'm like, just like the private areas are here, people are very, 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 very protective of their mouth. So taking care of it, or even saying that they've neglected it, sometimes is a very uncomfortable space for people to be in. So that's why I really work on trying to make sure that the environment is comfortable enough that you're like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal.
That's good. That's good. Definitely making people comfortable. Okay, well, we'll tour some more. So if somebody wants to get into dentistry, like, how long? Is it like long, like it's the like medical doctors?
Ridiculous.
Or is it?
Yes, I could have easily became a stripper. I'm joking.
You so silly. You ain't lying, though. I know.
I be wondering, why did I do this?
I know. I be thinking the same thing.
Or can I figure out a scam?
Right,
I just need to.
Why? Why You got the mark.
We missed the
mark. I know it, right? And
so now my retirement plan is to be a stripper at the nursing home.
Okay.
Because I feel like they have 401ks.
Hello. Right. Hello.
But I jokes aside.
I love it.
So it took 4 years undergrad. I went to Xavier in New Orleans.
That's right.
And
HBCU.
Yes.
Whoop.
All day.
Whoop.
Seriously. And then I went to dental school in New Jersey, and that's an additional 4 years. But learning is forever a thing, right? Like you're learning how to become this amazing broadcaster / YouTuber, right? And that's a learning curve, right?
Yeah,
so my learning
so.
didn't stop just because we went to school for 8 years. It's non-stop. So
and the way the world is rolling, like you had to get this, you know what I'm saying? Like the way the world just keeps rolling, you gotta stay like
you gotta stay current for sure. And, and if you want to keep walking, we can walk up to the front so I can get a chance to show you guys more. But
okay.
Here. Somewhere.
So what keeps you motivated with all that you have to do? Like I know, like when you go home, this can't be off of your mind. Like
it's not.
It has to continue. So like, what keeps you motivated?
So my morning routine is pretty intense. Like as far as how I stay motivated, I am always listening to a podcast. Seriously. So on the way to work and on the way to the gym.
With that. I'm always turning up, little baby.
Well, you know what though? You do whatever you like. So I recommend doing it either one way in one portion of the commute or the going home from the commute, right?
Okay.
So you don't have to be listening to something educational all the time.
I just need to get better at it. Period.
And so I remember listening to Zig Ziglar. He had this really great story where he said that if you were commuting in your car and you chose that opportunity to listen to something and learn it, in 2 years you would have amassed enough to get an MBA.
Wow.
Right, so they call it the automobile MBA.
I like that.
Basically,
okay. Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, like, if I can use at least my commute for 20 to 30 minutes every single day, I'm really winning at learning something. So that's how I keep myself motivated. I listen to podcasts, I listen to YouTube videos to inspire. Right. And then keep them in a very good circle. Like I have a great family. I had a
you do. Yeah, her family is amazing. She does have a great family.
Really
like
do.
From Aruda to
yeah. I work out with my mother in the morning.
I saw the message that your mom.
My mom just came this morning and did that. Like she wrote, "I love you, mom. I love you, mom." And I'm like, I really support it, and so that helps. And then I recognize who God has called me to be.
Come on.
And I think that's important to walk in your passion and your purpose, right? Regardless of how hard that process is.
Right. If that's what God called you to do.
Yeah, totally.
So, do you accept insurance? And
We
if
do.
so, you accept all the major insurances? And
We accept PPO insurance, and I do have some. We do a lot of out-of-pocket or fee-for-service patients, but PPO insurance is accepted here.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So those people that are paying out of pocket, for the people that don't have insurance, do you like have any like plans where they can pay payment plans and different things like that if they do?
Yeah, so we do care credit, and then we do offer additional third party financing, and then depending upon the extent of the cases, we can put people on payment plans as well. So for Invisalign or veneers, that's a big product. Like that's a big cost too. So
right, very much.
You're investing into your smile. A lot of times people need additional funding for that.
Of course, because I know it can get a little pricey.
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
What? But you know what? It's not cheap. Going overseas and then getting their teeth jacked up and then coming back over here.
And then looking for somebody to help them.
That is not cheap.
That is not cheap. Because now you done paid over there. Now you got to come back and pay again. But that's the thing now. I'm so happy you brought that up. I know that you may be biased about it, but how do you feel about that?
So I think that it's what we were just talking about again, like people without information or education get taken advantage of a lot. And so my concern only is there's some great providers overseas. Like my mentor for photography is in Chile. Like, so there's some
not saying that the people aren't good.
No, there's some great people over there, but I think that the lack of education, especially in the Black community, tends to go towards cost efficiency, right?
Very much so.
And
very much so.
The problem with that is that you can't play with body parts, right?
Because you only get one.
So if we're going overseas and we're spending money on people that are doing our teeth at a cheap cost, the only concern that I have is that are you going to keep going back overseas to get that fixed?
Because at some point in time, it's going to need some
it's got to be repaired, right? The other thing is that people, the lack of information that they have. Like I saw somebody on Instagram shampooing teeth, and I was like, I don't know I don't know what that means.
I
was like, so what?
And what it was,
somebody had excessive amount of bone loss, a lot of calculus buildup like food that just needs to be really cleaned off. And they're rubbing this thing on there and bubbles, and it's not coming off. And I'm like, that's not a cleaning. And so we've got to do a much better job of being educated about what we're spending our money on, and not just letting anybody do that. So I get nervous, but I'm also here to repair.
Right, exactly. What do you feel like is the biggest thing that people neglect when it comes to their teeth? Is it flossing?
No.
Is it, well, of course, right? Like, that's probably number one. Not coming to the dentist? Is it them not brushing enough? Like, what do you feel like is the biggest issue when people come into the dentist?
Yeah, I think that it's actually, flossing is a big one, but I think people actually forget to make themselves a priority.
Okay.
Right, and so they forget that they've missed 6 months. They forget, they're like, wait a minute, I ain't been here in 2 years. I'm like, because life happens.
Right.
So it's really important for people to consider the dentist, just like going to the OBGYN or the doctor. That should be an annual thing at least. And I'm really a big proponent of doing it twice a year. But it's just, I think people are just negligent with themselves sometimes. You're a mom, you just got your kids, like, going to the dentist might be the last thing on your mind.
Until you said you get a pain or something.
And you're like, wait a minute, or this stuff doesn't come off your teeth, So, I think that's probably it. And then people, I see most of my kids, they go about their day, they're tired, they go home, they pass out. So they don't brush their teeth at night. So you got that whole day's worth of like disgusting food. And I use this great analogy. I'm like, so it's like going to the bathroom and not wiping yourself. Like, would you just let that just sit there? Because it's just two openings, right?
Yeah,
so,
that's so real.
As you guys can tell, I try to keep it as real.
I love it. So listen, tell it to them because it's so hot.
It's okay.
It's dope. It's so hot. I love it. So, tell the people about what you got going on.
Yeah.
I see that you have a new YouTube. She has a new YouTube coming soon. So yes, tell the people how they can reach you, your YouTube. If you don't want them to reach you specifically and you want them to reach Smile Design Studio, let them know how they can reach you and what you got going on with your life. Tell the people.
So now we're in the next journey of our life. So I'm excited because I did start my YouTube channel. So I'm trying to be like you. So I'm excited about that. And my goal is to be able to provide informative information via classes, via webinars, via conferences about entrepreneurship. So that's really my goal. And I think of myself being bigger than dentistry. So my goal is to continue to show how to grow yourself into a multi-million-dollar business and be able to be profitable in doing so. So that's my hook. I'm excited, but I am still here. I am partially retired.
Right.
So
that's okay. You're moving. That's what matters. You're moving.
So we are here in Missouri City. The office is called Smile Design Studios, and our address is 9303 Highway 6 in Missouri City, Texas. If you want to be a patient at this amazing facility, I have an amazing other doctor that works Monday and Thursday, and I'm Tuesday and Wednesday. Her name is Dr. Joy, and you can reach us at 281-969-7388. Now, if you want to follow me, because I'm a lot of fun to follow, you can check me out on Instagram at Dr. Simone Ellis, and then on Facebook, the same Simone Ellis. So that's how you can get in touch with me, and I do read my messages and respond, so I'm excited. Maybe not in a timely fashion. I'm trying to get better.
That's okay. Look, I know you're busy. Look,
it's a lot going on.
She's busy. It's okay.
But you can definitely reach out to me on those platforms as well. And my YouTube channel is Dr. Simone Ellis.
And as y'all can see, she's just very down to earth. I mean, I know when you see people with the DR in front of their names, you get to think.
So my rule with my whole team is that after 5 o'clock, please don't call me doctor, because that means you want something I don't.
I love it.
To do it. So I'm like, at 5 o'clock, I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Okay. Hey, Simona. And you know what's so funny? I actually have you saved in my phone as doctor.
Please.
I know, and you know, but I love it though.
Because I don't have that ego.
I just love it because I like to see Black women just doing their thing. So I just have it in there, even though when I walked in, I was like, "Is Simone here?" And I'm like, "Oh shoot, am I supposed to be proper?"
No, after 5 o'clock, I'm like, you see me in the street, because when I see my patients on, I'm like, please stop. Like, I'm at 50-15, just like y'all.
Right. We try to turn up.
I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm not here for a long time.
Exactly.
I think we'll all be there.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for having me.
And you guys gotta make sure you follow her as well.
Please do.
I'm super proud of her. I mean, seriously, anybody from back home
that's doing something.
It's great.
I know, right? Well, yes, guys. Today we had the pleasure of speaking and interviewing and highlighting Dr. Simone Ellis of Smile Design Studios. If you want this lovely smile, any veneers, any type of cosmetics, just even a cleaning, make sure you stop by and holler at them. This is Black Business with Bree. Until next time, I holla. Bye guys.